Hey there, we're back. It's another episode of Sounds Like Adventure. Hey, it's me, Jack. How you going? And we are back with the second last episode of our special short campaign, DM'd by Jacob. It is the Grand Library of Grish. But before we get into it for this week, a bit of housekeeping. So next week on the Sounds Like Adventure Twitch channel, we are launching Season 5 of Sounds Like Adventure. We are returning to the setting of the first 2 seasons of the podcast for the biggest Sounds Like Adventure campaign yet. It's a new story with new characters, a few appearances from some old favourites of course, and new problems to solve. It all kicks off on Thursday, the 6th of March on the Sounds Like Adventure Twitch page, so don't miss it. But if you prefer to check it out on your own time, the new episode will drop at the same time as always on Tuesday the following week in this feed or on the Sounds Like Adventure YouTube channel. But let's get into it for today's episode. So in the last episode, things really started happening. The Lords of the Dance came across a strange figure in the back room of the library who ended up being none other than Kess. She accused Arlo of being infected with some strange mind virus, and before we could figure anything out, we were attacked by a bookcase. All right, when we pick things up today, we're about to get into it. Let's see if we can survive.
But a book shuffles its way out of the corner of the room, and as the book sort of animates, its shelves sort of groan and creak, and the wood groans and creaks. And about 5 books fly out from its shelves like projectiles. Sharp, jagged sort of paper teeth, forming snapping jaws. So all conversations of infections and things put aside, you guys enter some combat. And up first, we have Thimblebright.
Cool. I think I'm going to prioritize doing my job and protecting Hector. So I think I will, if there's any projectiles shooting towards him, I'll run and physically block that. And also use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on Hector, which will give you +2 to your AC for the remainder of the combat. And then I think I'll just, if anything, I'll hold my action to, I guess, fend off anything that comes towards Hector and swing.
Yep. So you're holding your action for protection on Hector.
Yes.
Beautiful. Love it. All right. And then we have Hector.
So that +2 is working straight away?
Yep.
Thank you, Thimbleblight. Right. Right. So are the books at us yet, or?
I would say they're all roughly, like they're all within reach. You could get to any of the books easily enough. The bookcase is probably a little bit further than when you would make in one turn. So adequately in range for sort of ranged attacks, but not quite for melee in one turn.
Okay then. We will. I am going to go to like the middle of the book, so I'm kind of like surrounded by the floating books. Sleep, and we'll do a thunderclap.
Lovely. Give it to me. I would say Thunderclap's 15-foot cone from memory.
Each creature in a 5-foot
5-foot
emanation.
Okay, I would say you could probably get 2 of the books. 2 out of the 5 books in this.
Cool. So he'll do one of his amazing dance moves called the Lunar Slide, which is totally his own dance move, not copied from anywhere else. He just slides on up, really like all smooth, going backwards, then he just turns around and goes, "Let's dance."
All right, give me a roll.
So I just roll. It's a DC save.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Make a DC save.
Beautiful. Get a DC save. And what's the save on that?
19.
Beautiful. Cool. The books have a +2 to their con. So they have to roll a 17 or higher. So they're both fails. So full damage for both of them. So give me damage.
6.
Beautiful.
I've got a 4 and a 2.
All right. Beautiful. You knock them out of their sort of flight path, at least, and they sort of flutter down, and that horrible sort of feeling when a book gets dropped and hits the floor, or the pages go a bit weird or like get creased. But they do manage to flap back up and keep coming at you. And then we go to Vector.
Great. Am I before Kess? I got a 7.
Oh, sorry. No,
Vector.
I've just written it down in the wrong order. It is absolutely Mira's turn.
Yay. Okay. What am I gonna do? No one's taken any damage yet, have they?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. I will cast Guiding Bolt
Beautiful.
on the bookshelf.
The bookshelf itself?
On, well, like,
Yeah.
what is the main?
Yeah, no, the bookshelf. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I guess on the bookshelf then.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
Go for it.
Okay. All right, let's go to hit. Either. Oh, I'm gonna cast it at the second level. Let's go.
Do it. Give me a roll. 20,
Oh,
23 is going to hit.
yay!
So
23.
hit me some damage.
That would be 14 damage.
Lovely. So your bolt of glistening light glances towards this bookshelf and hits the bookshelf, and you see a couple of the books on the shelves itself incinerate. As that bookshelf sort of staggers back in an discomforting human-like way. I would say, or
Can I
person-like way.
do one more thing before my turn? A person-like way. That's horrible.
Yeah.
All right, I yell at Thimbleright and I
Okay.
say, "Are you infected?"
Can I respond now on my turn?
Let's wait for your turn. Let's make it. Let's
Very cool.
drag that out because that's fun. So the books and the bookshelf. It says, it's their turn. I said says. Ignore that. The bookshelf itself takes another couple of steps towards, and you see 3 books launch off its shelves at all of you. Well, at 3 of you at least. And I'm going to need a dex save from the Lords of Dance. The Lords of the Dance. A dex save from all 3 of you. Trying to beat a 15.
22.
Lovely. That's a save.
I'm going to give myself I'm going to use one of my luck points to give myself advantage.
Awesome. Do it.
Because I just rolled a 13. And I've rolled an 11.
Lovely.
So, that's no good.
Okay.
I also got an 11.
So Hector, as book flies at you, you manage to dance and strut yourself out of the way. And Vector and Thimblebright, you both cop a nice tome to the face, is what you do. And you're going to take a 2d6 bludgeoning damage from that. So that is going to be 6 damage.
Haha.
Nothing crazy for some level 10 adventurers, I'd imagine.
No.
No. Now it is the book's turn. These books all flutter around, and there is a group of 4, all 5 of them still. They scatter their attacks on everyone but Thimblebright. So 2 to Vector, 1 to Hector, and 2 to Mira. So that is going to be... I'm just going to roll them all for 1 roll because that makes it easier. That is a 14 to hit. Does that beat anyone's AC?
No.
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 Lovely. So these books are sort of fluttering around you like... sort of like bats in every movie where they flutter around a person but don't actually do anything.
Do you say this book has ended its turn within 5 feet of me?
I would say it has. Yes, go on. What do we got?
Inspiring movement. When an enemy you can see ends its turn within 5 feet of you, you can make a reaction and expend one of your bardic inspiration to move up to half your speed. Then one of your allies of your choice within 30 feet can also move half their speed.
All right.
And this does not provoke an attack of opportunity.
Wow. Okay.
So-
Who would you like to move, Hector?
I'm going to move myself first. And I'm going to go to the bookcase.
Yep.
And then I will move. And then Vector can move. You can move wherever freely you'd like.
I'll move away from the books so I can shoot an arrow at them
Awesome.
next.
Beautiful.
So
Love it.
move to arrow range.
Awesome.
Yeah. And now I've got another thing that happens now.
Go
Agile
for
strikes. When you expand the use of your bardic inspiration as an action, a bonus action or a reaction, you can make one unarmed strike as part of that action, bonus or reaction.
it. Okay. Go for it.
As I'm dancing my way to the bookcase, just ducking and weaving through the books, I come up to the bookcase and just do a jumping, like split-legged kick.
Like a pirouette, like into
Like
the
a pirouette
bookcase. Yeah,
kick.
love it. All right. Give it to me. Roll an attack.
26.
That's going to hit. Give me some damage.
Oh, D10. What do we got? 6 damage.
Beautiful. All right. So that is going to bring us right round to Vector. What are we doing?
Okay, so after moving over inspired by Hector's incredible moves, he's going to pull his bow out and get ready to take a shot at the books.
Yep.
And he's going to say, just like the last time I was in a library. And he fires an arrow with his bow, which is called the Hector Inspector. Oh no, I rolled a nat 1.
Fumble.
Yeah, that's
Whoops.
Is that just what it shows up with a natural 1 now?
Yeah, I guess so. Is there fumble rules in the new 2024 rules, Arlo? If anyone knows?
Yeah, that is right. Yeah, sorry, I was literally just reading up on it when you said fumble.
So I do that, whatever that means.
I'm gonna ignore that and get you to. Now this is a fun thing for the audience. Actually, this is my homebrew rule, which I use quite often. Is when there is a natural 1, we roll a d100. A 100 being an okay result and just being a normal miss, and a 1 being a catastrophic result. Just give me a d100.
It's a 95.
Yeah, so you just miss.
Okay,
That's it.
great.
That's all that happens with your nat 1.
Okay, and then I get a second attack. So I'm going
it
to
to
fire
me.
another shot at the same book. 14 this time.
Yeah, that's gonna hit the book. Give me some
Alright.
damage.
And a damage here. That's 12 damage.
That is 12 damage. You take one of these books out of the sky. So your arrow pierces it perfectly, and it flutters down to the ground still. And
God, I hate books. And that's all I do.
beautiful. And now we go back up to Arlo.
Cool. Guess what was the question you asked me?
I said, are you infected?
Okay.
I think you don't have to answer with Zone of Truth as well.
Yeah, I'll answer. I think Thimblebright will turn. A different voice will emanate from his mouth. The core must remain safe. Thimblebright has been blessed with my presence. He will not act against the library. He will not harm you if you mean no harm to the library. He will willingly take you to the core of the library. And then kind of snap back to, and is anything near Hector or harming Hector?
Hector is near the bookshelf. He's moved away from you to
I'll
the
go
bookshelf.
over to Hector. I'll look after Hector, make sure Hector's not in harm's way.
Let's, for the sake of everything, give me let's just say a dex save of like 10 or 12.
All right, that's
To just to avoid attacks of opportunity as you go to
yeah,
Hector.
easy.
Yeah.
19.
Beautiful. No worries. So you're through. You can manage to get to the bookshelf unharmed.
Let's see what I can do. Is there what is Hector targeting currently? The bookshelf itself?
Yes, he's just pirouette kicked it as he ran up there. So
Can I do some stupid flavor stuff that isn't the rules,
Go
but
for
it's
it.
more flavorful? Cool.
You know that I love that stuff. Give
Yeah,
it to me.
I've got
Rule is the
I've got
main
Hunter's
rule.
Mark, which I have access to, but I'm gonna instead of me getting to do bonus damage, I want to give Hector the opportunity to do the damage instead. So like marking it on his behalf. So I don't get to use any of the. Essentially, I can mark a creature I can see within range until the spell ends. It's meant to be I deal an extra d6 of force damage. I just want to give that to Hector instead of me.
I would imagine that you guys have been like I've said, you guys are an established adventuring group. You've been together for years. You would work in concert pretty well. So I would
Very cool.
allow it.
I like to think that when I cast spells, because I'm so inspired by Hector, I do some kind of like finger tutting dance because that's the best that I can do. To,
Like
my-
Vogue? You do some
yeah, exactly.
voguing?
I'm doing a bit of this.
Yeah.
And then I've marked the bookcase for Hector. And yeah, that is my. Oh, that's a bonus action as well, but I don't feel like doing much more, so I'll hold my attack to see if anything's going to hurt Hector.
Yeah, funnily enough. Beautiful.
That is some
Hector.
beautiful hand dancing.
Hector, what do you do? I mean, you just heard Thimblebright say that he is infected, ultimately. But are also fighting this bookcase. What do you do?
Interesting. I'm going to turn to Thimblebright and I'm going to. You have infected my bodyguard and friend. If you do not leave his body, we will come to the core and I will show you the devil's footwork myself. Persuasion. Oh, will that be intimidation? Probably intimidation, isn't it?
Sure, go for it.
That's an 8.
Beautiful.
If you could intimidate
You see it
infection
fall
out of
on
me, I
deaf.
would have been so impressed.
You see him fall on deaf ears. I would say, it falls on deaf ears. The bookshelf is its own entity, from what you can tell.
You have made your choice then.
No.
Yeah. What would you like to do? What's your action here?
I will. So do an extra d6 damage. Oh, I can't
Extra
have
D6
stronger
force
bookcases. You know what? This bookcase is in the way. It is really in the way.
Okay.
I'm going to cast. What do I do? Oh, it's an action. That means I won't get an attack. I get an attack next turn. Actually, no. Actually, I'll do Fount of Moonlight.
Okay. This is new.
Oh,
Describe what that does. That's exciting.
Yeah. Give me some description for
put
that.
it in the chat as well.
I like that.
It is a cool bright light wreaths your body for the duration, emitting bright light in the 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet. Until the spell ends, you have resistance to radiant damage, and your melee attacks do an extra 2d6 radiant damage on hit. In addition, immediately after you take damage from a creature you can see within 60 feet of yourself, you can take a reaction to force that creature to make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed saving throw, the creature has a blinded condition.
That's awesome.
So it's not
That's
useful
going to be
against
interesting
books.
considering it's a bookshelf. But other than that, yeah, awesome. Yeah,
Extra 2d6 damage. That's
cool. So that means that activates on your next turn. Yeah, you can't take an attack now, or you can.
As just as an action, can I make an attack now as well? Or
No, if that's an action,
it's an action.
unless you've got a second attack as a bonus action or something like that. But I
not
don't think
until
you
something ends their turn within 5 feet of me, then
do.
move and punch things.
Beautiful. All right, Mira, we're back to you.
Okay. Has anyone taken any damage yet?
Nope.
Damn it.
I took
Wait,
damage.
Yes,
I took
actually,
damage.
yes. They took like 5 points each or something. 6
Oh
points.
no,
Six, yeah.
Thimblebright. Anyway.
I got hit as well.
Okay. Oh, I can cast this. I'll cast Spirit Guardians. That's fun.
Ooh.
I like Spirit Guardians. So for the listeners at home,
There you go.
whenever the Emanator enters a creature space and whenever a creature enters the Emanator, that's me, like the caster, or ends its turn there, the creature must make a Wisdom saving throw. A creature makes this save only once per turn. That's what I meant to say, not the other one.
Cool. Beautiful. So is that saving throws for the books?
Yeah, spell save. So I will cast that.
What's the spell save?
Hang on.
There we go.
15.
All right, so DC 15 saving throw from these books. And they have a +2 again. And that's a 15. Meets or beats.
Yay! Okay.
Do they take failed save? They take half damage?
Yeah. So on a successful save, half as much damage. On a failed save, takes 3d8.
So
I need
yeah,
to
roll me some damage.
Yay! Okay. 15.
Whoa. So half that, seven damage each. Beautiful. One of them goes down in a pile of flame, and the other one's still standing. And other one's still standing, still floating, I guess. As these spirit guardians whack away.
Yes.
And then we go to Vector. Vector, what have we got?
So I also use Hunter's Mark, and I've also been going around with Hector for quite a while. So could I use it in the same way
Yeah,
that,
absolutely.
Thimblebright used it?
Yeah,
before?
we're just stacking up bonuses on Hector at this point. This is great.
These
Yeah,
are
so
everything.
I'm
Mad
going to use
damage.
my favored enemy ability to use the Hunter's Mark without expending a spell slot. So I'll put it on the bookshelf also.
So Hector now has 2 extra D6, D8.
Yeah, D6 from me.
D6 force damage, I think.
Yes, correct.
So
Yes.
2 extra D6 force damage for you, Hector.
And that bookcase should end its turn within 5 feet of Hector, which means we're on.
I'm gonna
Something
do,
good's going to happen.
and I've got 2d6 coming from my font.
Yeah, so already 4d6 without
Don't
even
miss.
making an attack.
Don't miss the attack.
I will try not to.
And then I think Vector, noticing that, I think, by the way, the Thimblebright did the dance move. I think Vector does like a body roll as like his way of like firing off the Hunter's Mark, and he like kicks it off his foot and it goes off to the thing. So he does that, and then he yells out to Thimblebright, and he's like, "Thimblebright, your voice is different. Are you having one of your episodes?" And then he pulls out an arrow and he goes to shoot. Are there still books around?
Yeah, there's still 3 books floating around. Yep.
Okay, I'll go to shoot one of the books first with
Beautiful.
the Hector Inspector.
Oh my God.
That one.
All right, that one. Yet again, let's roll a D100 and see how bad this is. 31.
That's
Okay.
a 31.
So, it's bad. I would say that, I would say, yeah, I would say that you catch your bowstring on yourself, like as you go to shoot, and take a couple of points of damage. Just 2 points of damage. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy.
great.
It's not a 1. It's not a 10. Like it's still in the realm. It's a couple points of damage for Vector.
God dang. And then I get another arrow and try and shoot the same book.
All right, go for it.
And that's a 19.
That's gonna hit. Give me some damage.
Damage is 11.
11. You take another book out of the sky. Well, sky. You take another
These
book
books
out of the
don't know
air.
how to book.
They're not good at book. And we go from there to the bookshelf and its friends. The books, one goes after Hector and one still goes after Mira. And I'm gonna roll a. Where is it? Plus.
If it's okay, Jake, while you're doing this, just because I don't think I'll use my action. Can I just cash in my action now? Because it is, in a sense, for protecting Hector.
Yeah, absolutely. You made your way up there already, so yeah, go for gold.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I had it in front of me. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna cast Bless on Hector, which just allows him to add a D4 to his attack rolls.
Wow, we are really just buffing the absolute hell out of Hector, aren't we?
Actually, I get to do it to three creatures within range, so I'll do it to everyone. Except for Mira, I'll do it on my dog, who isn't in combat, but I don't know Mira like that, and I'm a bit skeptical that if Mira wants to attack me.
Skeptical. You just turned me.
Oh, that's
God.
amazing.
Of me, surrounded by the corpses of my dead
on a bit
friends.
strong.
All right.
Playing dead people's hands. And...
All right, beautiful. The bookshelf. So the books themselves roll a 23 against Hector and Mira. Does that hit?
That hits.
That
Just.
hits. Beautiful. And that is going to be 9 damage to each of you.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh. I've only got 79 hit points left, gang.
Oh no! All right, beautiful. And the bookshelf itself, now having a Hector within range, you see it.
Dare say it can move. It can't move. It's a bookshelf.
It has moved out here already. That's what started this. It rocks back and then falls forward.
Oh.
You see it glow a little bit, rock back and rock forward, and uses an attack I like to call Enchanted Slam.
It's going to crush us. Oof.
So
This is just like Super Mario 64.
So Thimblebright and Hector, you are both within range of this. I will need a. Oh, actually, no. This is just a straight attack.
You got +2 to your AC, Hector.
So this is going to be a 23 to hit.
Oh, 23 again. That hits.
How about
No,
Thimblebright?
No, that definitely, that's 23 AC, that is.
Lovely. And that is going to be 24 damage to each of you.
Oof, do you?
24.
Yes. Now, can both of you also make a strength saving throw for me?
Of course.
I
Strength
just had a bookcase fall on you.
That's a
You got
21.
squished.
That's a 5.
Ooh, okay. Thimblebright, you managed to sort of push the bookshelf out of the way and get yourself out of the way. You do not get knocked prone. And Hector, however, gets trapped underneath the bookshelf and is knocked prone for this and will need to succeed in a strength saving throw to get out from the bookshelf. And we then go to Thimblebright.
Joke's on you, Jacob. I don't value my turns. I'm going to use my turn to get Hector out from underneath the bookshelf because I've invested everything into him and it'd be a shame for him to be trapped there for the next 2 turns.
Yep.
What do you need me to do anything?
You can give me the same strength saving throw if you would like. Yeah.
Fantastic. For him. Okay. Do I have anything to buff myself? No.
Can I? I'm gonna.
I will happily consider Thimblebright's action aided if Hector is also trying to push the bookshelf up.
Just seeing if we got another
I was gonna say,
option.
can I give him a bardic inspiration?
I'll allow it for the sake of getting yourself out of there. Yeah.
So if he, once within the next hour, if the creature fails the D20 test, the creature can roll a bardic inspiration dice and add that to the roll.
Wow, that's changed wording for if you fail, you get to use it. That's interesting.
Yes.
Wow.
So within the next
it's either
hour.
that. I'll let you know, Hector. I value you too much. I'll let you pick. We either do that, which is very straightforward and good, or I can cast Compel Duel on this bookcase, and if it fails a Wisdom saving throw, it has to go and attempt to duel something that I command it to, and it would get up off of you to go duel this thing.
Kind of want to do that.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll cast Compel Duel. So I try to compel a creature to a duel. One creature you can see within range makes a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the target has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than you, and it can't willingly move to a space that's more 30 feet away from you. So if I move away, it has to kind of follow me in a sense. And that's what I'm going to do, I guess.
But you have to compel it within sight, is it? Compel it to duel something within range?
Me. It's dueling me. So I have to get up off of Hector to come chase me.
Okay. All right. I will say if it fails its wisdom saving throw, it will get up immediately and allow Hector to be free.
As a very bad DM, how do I find what on this sheet what my wisdom save is set to?
Be your spell save.
Oh, fantastic. Why am I so blind? Where's that not jumping out at me?
It'd be your spell save DC on your spells page, top of the page.
Thank you so much. 16. I don't know how wise a bookcase is.
I mean, it's a pile of books. I'm going to give it I'm going to be honest. I didn't build wisdom stats for the bookcase.
If anything, books are wiser than all of us.
Yeah, but it's the case. It's not the books.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the case.
No, it's dumb.
It
No
shoots the books. So I'll give it a +2. Let's just do that. It's a 9 + 2 is 11. So
I'm hauling ass across.
So the bookcase immediately gets up and starts chasing Thimblebright. So you're seeing a gnome clad in armor run around a room with a living bookcase that is now trailing after him in hot pursuit, like some sort of Scooby-Doo
I
scene.
challenge you to a duel.
You see him like pull out a white glove and slap it.
That'll do. That's my turn.
Beautiful. All right, we go
That's a fun
to
spell.
Hector. What would you like to do now? You've got the bookcase has just gotten up off you and started chasing Thimblebright through the room.
I'm chasing after this bookcase. I'm going to attack the bookcase.
I mean, I'd hope so with the amount of buffing that you've had put on you.
Please hit it.
Alright, so my attack is 26.
That'll hit.
That's +4 as well, so there's 30. So
that's a 30.
yeah, that's going to hit. Funnily enough,
He does a really cool windmill breakdancing move. Get up. It's kind of like, you, sir, are going down.
roll us some damage.
Roll some damage. So my that's a 6 from just my normal, and then
You've got an extra 4d6.
it's an additional 10.
2 ones is
16.
brutal.
Yeah.
16 damage total.
Beautiful. All right, so 16 total. Yeah, you leave a nice big crack in the back of this bookcase as it's running towards Thimblebright. And at that, we go from there to Mira. Bookcase chasing Thimblebright through the room. Hector has just put a big crack in the back of it. It is like some scene out of Scooby-Doo where they're all chasing down through like a room. Yeah.
Okay, I'll cast Sacred Flame on it.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is flame like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage.
I'm going to give it a flat d20 because I don't feel like it would be very dexterous because it's a bookshelf. That's going to be a 10.
Okay. What am I doing?
Give me some damage.
Ooh. Yeah, damage.
give me
Let's
some
go.
damage.
11.
11 damage. Beautiful. You see some of the edges of this bookshelf start to score, and a lot of the books in it now are ashes on the shelves. And it's slowing down. Thimblebright is gaining a lead.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to deal with you after this.
And from there, we go to Vector.
Shooting more arrows at these books.
Beautiful. Funnily enough, what rangers do.
16.
Beautiful. Yeah, you hit a book. Give me some damage.
That's 11.
Beautiful. That'll take one of the books out of the sky. There is one remaining.
Another one. 22.
That's going to hit.
13.
Beautiful. Tell me what it looks like when you take this last book out.
That I knock an arrow, shoot it, and it goes through it and it falls to the ground. And then I go, I hate books. Yes.
What? Okay, here we go. What's the book?
It's why
The dictionary.
why you should love books. Dictionary.
Beautiful. All right. We go to the bookshelf again. Now the bookshelf, chasing after Thimblebright. Before he goes out of range, you see him start to tip over again. You notice that the glow doesn't happen along it like it did the last time, but it does collapse to the ground. Now, this is one of its higher actions. The bookcase slams itself into the ground, sending shockwaves through the area. All creatures in a 20-foot radius must make a dexterity saving throw of 15. So I need a dex save from, I would say, Thimblebright, Hector, and I would let Vector and Mira decide whether they're in that 20-foot radius. I mean, they've been running through the room, so I don't think either of you have really been
I feel like I'm
following.
in pursuit of the bookshelf.
Beautiful.
So I
That's
like.
it's an 11.
Give me a dex save.
I got an 11 as well.
Do you want me to give a dex save or not, given that I'm in pursuit?
Yep. Give me a dex save.
Great. Cool. Because it makes sense that Vector doesn't, because he's like long range.
I reckon I'm not paying any attention. I've been really bothered by these books that have arrived.
Yeah. There's been a vendetta there.
That's a 10.
Okay, so no one saves.
Oh no. He's rolling a lot of things, I think.
That's only 15 damage. You got out of that pretty well, actually. All three of you take 15 damage.
15 is a lot.
Look, that is 4d10. You could have taken a lot more. 15's you got out of that pretty well, actually.
It's pretty good.
Beautiful. We go back to Thimblebright. You just been this bookshelf has just crashed into the floor, sent like a rippling wave throughout the floor, which is sort of, I would say, thrown you off your feet a little bit. Not knocked you prone, but thrown you off your feet, and you've taken some damage.
Okay, well, I think I'm going to be useful.
Ooh.
I will attack and swing my long sword. Two-handed.
Do it.
That's damage. I picked the wrong thing. And an 11 to hit probably won't do it either.
It's not. You swing your sword, but I think thrown off. And the bookcase, funnily enough, is lying flat on the ground as well. So I don't know how you managed to miss, but you missed.
It's prone. Advantage?
Sure, go for it. Why not? Let's get this bookcase done with.
Please. Thank God. 24.
Beautiful.
Just to be sure, I'm then going to bonus action Divine Smite it while it's on the ground.
Do it.
Give me 2d8 radiant damage on top of that. God, this is exciting. Can I just go 2d8? Is that what I do? God, they sucked. Oh, let me roll damage for the sword at least. That's 5 for the Divine Smite, and damage is 14.
Beautiful.
Total.
14. All right. Beautiful. No worries. The bookcase is not looking in a good condition right now. It is. It's. You see that pieces of it are starting to fall off, and things like that. And Hector.
Perfect. It's still double hunters marked as well.
Yes. So you still get 2d6 extra on this.
And I still get my spell. The duration is 10 minutes. It's still going on.
Oh, so you get 4d6 like every turn. Wow,
Yeah,
that's
until the spell ends.
That's cool. All right, go for it. What are you doing?
Is the bookcase like flat on the ground?
Yes, we considered it prone for Thimblebright, so I'll consider it prone for you.
Perfection.
He's gonna jump on top, and his attack is gonna be just like tap dance vigorously on it.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
No.
Do I still get +4 because of bless?
You do, but that still is not enough to hit.
13.
That's not enough. I'm sorry. I wanted it to be. I really did. But it is
Advantage?
Yeah, advantage prone. It's prone.
Oh yeah, no prone advantage. Yes.
Hey.
Give it.
Hey.
Hey!
20 something.
All right, beautiful.
That's 8 for my normal.
And then 4d6.
Slash roll.
I will say you can kill it here. It is possible.
13, so that's 21 damage.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Tell me how you tap dance this bookshelf to death.
With precise strikes. Each tap is on the same point. Just kind of like driving my feet slowly through them like a nail. It's like, and the feet just start to steam. It's charring
Starting
the
a
wood.
Friction fire on this bookshelf with your
Charring
feet.
the wood.
All right. The bookshelf goes down, and you'll notice that some of the books that were still flapping around on the ground go limp. And as that sort of, all the books sort of flutter down and everything goes limp. I think most of you would probably turn to Mira at this point, and Thimblebright, knowing that Thimblebright just revealed that he's infected, and that Mira knew.
Looks like you've got some explaining to do, Mira.
Okay. What do I want to do? I want to cast Hold Person on him.
Interesting. What a
You guys
hostile
I would say,
act.
you guys are still in Zone of Truth.
No.
Oh, true. Well, I mean, like, if he's, maybe I weren't, maybe I could just save my spell
I
slot.
dare you to try, Mira.
To avoid this evolving into PvP combat, I would prefer it not to do that, because I do not want to have to hold any more combat.
No,
So-
I need to get my revenge for when I got shot. Okay, what do I want to do? Great. Okay. Well, I say to Thimblebright, are you aware that you're infected? You're the one that's got explaining to do.
He is aware.
And how long did you intend to keep it from the rest of your adventuring party? And she turns to Hector and Vector,
Yeah.
and she says, if you want to make it out of here alive, I would highly recommend cutting out this little issue that you seem to have been carrying with you for God's knows how long.
So we could just cut the infection out, is what you're saying, and he'll be fine?
Oh, yes, it's very simple. You have to cut it out of his head.
And then we'll be fine.
Fine.
So to quit
For the safety
the zone
of
of,
the
truth
library.
here, right? Where's the trust nest, right? We're in the zone of trust right now. I'm asking you if he'll be fine.
Well, I don't know if
No.
there's a safe way to remove it, but no, I'm implying that you cut off his head. No, you can't, unless.
Thought it was in his cheek or something.
No,
That's what
it's in his face. It's inside of him. It's
cheeks. And
possessing him. It's from the hells.
I am very happy to choose another vessel if you decide that this one is not worth accompanying you any further.
You would
What
not
are
harm
you?
him.
accompanying
Who are
us.
What is? Oh,
Hell-
you're the core, right? You're the core, and you said you could take us to the core. Is that right?
I am here to minimize the threat. And the threat is unwanted individuals trying to access the core.
And why? Well, I mean, you attempted to, you succeeded in killing my party, so I'm assuming we're unwanted individuals, or at least I am. And what are these people, if not, what are they wanted?
No, but if I can assure that you will not bring harm to the core, perhaps I will let you.
How can you assure it?
I suppose I can't.
Take us to the core then.
Can I take them to the core, Jacob?
I imagine that's where we'll end it.
Awesome, yeah. Let's go to the core.
there you have it. We managed to survive that brutal encounter with that bookcase, but it doesn't seem like our problems are over. Well, to find out what happens, you'll have to tune in next week to the finale of this campaign. We have a big bumper episode for you where we go into everything. A+ runtime on that one for you. But don't forget, next week we are launching Season 5 of Sounds Like Adventure on the Sounds Like Adventure Twitch page. It's on Thursday next week. Don't miss it. It's going to be huge. But hey, in the meantime, I'll catch you in the next episode of Sounds Like Adventure.